This is the story of a girl who becomes an assassin to take revenge from her father's murderer. Now, the movie starts with an explosive fight scene where a girl kills 30 to 40 people like crazy for some reason. And still she doesn't stop. She goes inside and fights with another group, where we think that all these people are members of some gang. Now, finally, we get to see her face while fighting. And this girl's name is Suk-hee. We will get to know later why she is killing all these people. Now, these gangsters also stop her. But Suk-hee overpowers all of them and kills them all. Then the police catches her while going out. Now the scene shifts to a secret room, where the Korean intelligence officers must be talking about how she killed the whole gang alone. Here they are surprised that how can such an assassination skill improve in a girl. And here we get to know about another person who ran away with all the drugs packets from the gangsters. They suspect that this person and Suk-hee can be partners. After this, a lady officer suggests Suk-hee to use her for an intelligence mission. Now the scene shifts to a few days later where they rescue Suk-hee, and she is kept there for a few days. Her plastic surgery was also done to change her identity. Now one day she kills those guards and tries to escape from there. Here we get to see the whole area. Here the intelligence officers have kept many other girls like her, who were given different types of training to become spies. Even after trying hard, Suk-hee could not escape from there. That lady officer who was the chief of this training institute used to seduce Suk-hee and shoot her. But because of the bullet in her shoulder, she is saved. And they catch her. And a few days later, the chief handcuffs Suk-hee and talks to her. She tells him that after such a crime, no government allows the criminal to live. And they were all dying gangsters. So I have made a little bargain for you. You can go out of here at the same time. And that is if you are ready to give your service for the agency. Here we will train you completely for the after service, so that you will not have any problem in meeting in the society. On which Suk-hee has to say yes without permission. Now her training starts here, where they give her training in everything. They also teach her acting, so that she can do something good in her life. And now a few days later, she gives birth to a child, where we find out that she was pregnant before coming here. Who is the father of this child? And we will get to know about Suk-hee's previous story. And then we are shown a young officer named Hung-soo, who is always keeping an eye on Suk-hee from the camera. He notes all her likes and dislikes, all her good and bad habits in a diary. And actually, the intelligence people had selected Hung-soo for Suk-hee, who was going to go ahead and keep an eye on her, when Suk-hee was going to go out of here and become a spy. But we feel that Hung-soo is liking Suk-hee inside. And a few years pass by. And now comes the time of Suk-hee's first mission, where Chief Kwon-sak gives her a mission, in which she has to enter a gangster's house and kill him. Now Suk-hee gets ready and enters that guy's house. But that guy is also very smart. He knocks Suk-hee down alone, and it seems that he was also a trained assassin. He was about to kill Suk-hee, but Suk-hee stabs him with a small knife, due to which that guy falls down and dies, where her little daughter sees her father dying. Suk-hee also breaks down seeing this scene, because in the same way, her father was killed by someone in front of her. Before she could do anything, some of the gangsters' guards come there, due to which Suk-hee has to run away from there. Now they also come after her, and we are shown another shocking bike chase scene. They are also some kind of assassins, but Suk-hee's level is different. She goes ahead by hitting them all on the bike, but seeing a car blocked on a bridge, she jumps into the water with the bike, where we get to see Suk-hee's entire past flashback. We are shown that one night 2 people came to Suk-hee's house to kill her father. Then her father hides Suk-hee under the bed and faces them. One of them was her father's friend, who had come to take a diamond called White Owl from him. But before she could make her father understand, that other man pierces a knife in her chest and beats her back with a hammer, due to which Suk-hee is unable to see her face. After some time, her father's friend finds Suk-hee hidden under the bed, where that demon also took her from there and sold her to a prostitute network. But after some time, a man named Young-sang rescues her from there. The same Young-sang trained her since childhood and made her an assassin, where she wanted to kill her father's murderer. He makes Suk-hee a ruthless killer. Now the scene comes in the present day of Chiptok, where due to the success of his first mission, Chief Kwon-suk orders him to leave the institute. He leaves him out with a new name and new identity, where we see Suk-hee being shifted to an apartment with her little daughter Eun-yu. But here we also see Hyun-suk, who comes to stay in the apartment of her neighbor to keep an eye on Suk-hee. Suk-hee doesn't get a clue about this. Since Suk-hee had never met him, she was unaware of his past surveillance. Hyun Suk makes an effort to get close to Suk-hee, approaching her daily with different excuses. Suk-hee, who was taught acting, gets a job at a local theater. She starts going to work every day, leaving her daughter Eun-yu with a maid. After a few days, Hyun Suk starts to fall for Suk-hee. One day, Suk-hee invites him to her play. It seems Hyun Suk's efforts are paying off. He had already started to love her from the time she was at the training institute. After the play, they have dinner at a restaurant, where Suk-hee tells Hyun Suk about her first husband. We see another flashback to her wedding day. Her husband was none other than Young Sang, the man who rescued her from the prostitution network and raised her. During her training, their relationship turned romantic. Young Sang, a gangster, was running his own illegal network. After their marriage, Suk-hee and Young Sang go to Seoul for their honeymoon. One night, Young Sang gets an urgent call from a gang member and has to leave Suk-hee. The next day, a man from his gang, the same man who fled with the drugs, brings Suk-hee Young Sang's dead body. His face was completely disfigured by a rival gang. Suk-hee is devastated. The scene returns to the present. Hyun Suk and Suk-hee finish their date and go home. We see their relationship growing stronger. In the next scene, we are shown a secret intelligence meeting. They have identified the man who ran off with the drugs at the beginning of the movie. He was Suk-hee's partner. His name is Chun-moo, and he was one of Young Sang's gang members, the one who showed Suk-hee Young Sang's dead body. He is now a member of a contract killer organization, and the agency plans to kill their leader. To get the job done, they request Chief Kwon-soo to use his most capable agent. Meanwhile, Suk-hee and Hyun Suk have grown so close that they decide to get married. Hyun Suk, who has known Suk-hee for years, proposes to her. The scene shifts to their wedding day. A friend from Suk-hee's institute, sent by Chief Kwon-soo, comes to meet her. The friend has a mission for Suk-hee: kill another target. She has a sniper rifle hidden for Suk-hee in the bathroom of the same building. As Suk-hee takes aim, the target appears. It's her first husband, Young Sang. Suk-hee is shocked, as she believed he was dead. Upset and confused, she misses her shot, and Young Sang's bodyguards get him to safety. When Suk-hee leaves the bathroom, the story flashes back to her past again. Chun-moo lied about Young Sang's death. When Suk-hee angrily asked who the killer was, he named a dangerous gang. We realize that this is why Suk-hee was on a killing spree at the beginning of the movie. And the story comes to the present again, where Suk-hee and Hyun-soo get married that day. But Suk-hee keeps thinking all the time, that why was she lied to? Why was it said that Young Sang is dead, even though he is still alive? Now Young Sang goes to the bathroom looking for his killer, and sees Suk-hee from the camera footage of the marriage hall. Now Young Sang goes to Suk-hee's play, and follows her to a restaurant, and then sits directly on Suk-hee's table. Suk-hee gets a little scared seeing this, but still she talks to her fake identity. Because of her acting, Young Sang doesn't get to know much, and he leaves the place after asking a few questions. At the same time, a member of Suk-hee goes to the bathroom and records Hyun-soo's conversation, where he asks the chief, why did he give the mission to Suk-hee on their wedding day, and asks about the identity of the person who is being tried to kill. Now the scene shifts from here to the next day, where the chief asks Suk-hee, what was she doing with the target she went to kill in the restaurant? Where Suk-hee just tells her that he was a play captain who came to meet her, but the chief knows all their history. So he hints Suk-hee and tells Suk-hee that the result of all this can be very bad. Now on the same day, Young Sang sends Suk-hee a memory card through a flower bouquet, seeing which Suk-hee completely breaks, because this was the same recording in which Hyun-soo was talking to the chief, and he finds out that Hyun-soo was not kept by the chief to keep an eye on him. And then she starts crying thinking about his fake love and fake marriage. She thinks that all of them are betraying her. Now the story starts getting a little complicated from here, because every character starts doing their own work. Like the chief asks Suk-hee about Young Sang, where she also asks him why he did this to her. Why such a big betrayal? That the person she considers her husband is a useless member of her. Where after hearing all this, the chief starts taking Suk-hee to Hyun-soo. But suddenly Young Sang comes on the way, who shoots the chief and injures him, and asks Suk-hee to come with her, to whom she says that she has to go to save her child, because until now the intelligence people had broken all her trust, and she wanted to save Hyun-soo from her fake husband. Where after hearing all this, Young Sang leaves her in her apartment. But here before going to her house, there is a blast, where Hyun-soo jumps from that flat to save his child. by which he succeeds in saving Hyun-soo, but loses his life. Before he could say anything, who did all this? He dies. And now Suk-hee gets angry at all this and goes to kill the chief, who tells him that he didn't do all this. And to prove his point, she shows a video footage, by which the story shifts here again, where Hyun-soo took Hyun-soo to his apartment, and where Young-sang's men attacked him. Then Hyun-soo asks him why Young-sang is doing all this, where Suk-hee still loves her. And Hyun-soo is also Young-sang's daughter, where the biggest revelation of the movie happens. Here Chunimo tells that the boss also loves Suk-hee as much as she does, but he was too eager to take revenge from his father's killer. How would our boss tell him that he himself killed Suk-hee's father that day? Because of his assassin mindset, he had to distance himself from him, where these people were killing these two because they wanted to show that the chief killed them, by which Suk-hee gets angry and goes to kill them, by which the intelligence people will catch Suk-hee. In a way, these people plan to kill two birds with one stone. Here they plant a bomb in that house and wait for Suk-hee to come, and where they blast it in front of him, by which it has more impact. But now in the end, all their planning is ruined, because the chief had already placed a spy camera all around their house, where Suk-hee gets very angry after seeing all these things in the video. And then the chief also tells him that maybe this looks fake to you, but Hyun-soo really loved you and your daughter, which he had already told me. And that's why I was taking you to Hyun-soo, to make him tell you. But it was his fate that he was killed earlier. And after hearing all this, Suk-hee completely breaks down. And then she goes to take revenge for Hyun-soo's death at Young-sang's den, where we are shown a spectacular fight scene once again, in which Suk-hee first fights all the bodyguards of Young-sang alone. And in the end, she kills everyone and reaches in front of Young-sang. Here she asks him that even for a moment, did he ever love her? Or has he been lying to her all his life? Where Young-sang says that yes, I used to love you too. But the mistake of killing your father never let that love be fulfilled. And the desire to take your revenge was becoming a headache for me. On which Suk-hee says that how can he do this to him? When Young-sang says that why? I had kept you alive. I had made you. And on this, Suk-hee challenges him to fight, so that he can show him what he has made him. And now there is a last fight between these two, where both of them, due to being S-level assassins, start hitting each other. And when they start fighting, they fall off the roof. Young-sang's men put him in the bus and take him away, so that he can escape from the police. But here Suk-hee also goes behind them in that bus. No matter how much she is beaten, she keeps fighting. Due to the burning fire inside her, she overpowers her teacher. Where due to their fight, the driver's hand is cut off, due to which the bus accident happens with all of them. Now in the next scene, we see Suk-hee in front of his S-level Young-sang in the bus. But here Suk-hee was in danger of killing him, because at some point, even she loved him, where Young-sang had given up till now. And while forcing her, she reminds her that she had killed her dad, due to which Suk-hee kills her while crying. And finally, the burning fire inside Suk-hee calms down. And in the last scene, Suk-hee comes out of the bus, where the police arrest her again. And with this, the movie ends here.